Hello dear students, today we will discuss about theory of interference. Dear students, you already know that interference. So interference means it is a redistribution of energy when waves are in superimposed. It means it is a phenomenon of a redistribution of energy when two waves are in superimposed. Two, or we consider that a more number of waves. It means one wave fall on the another wave, then what happens? So here energy increases. Is otherwise intensity increases. It means a crust fall on the crust, so here we get maximum amplitude. It means intensity of waves increases. Suppose crust fall on the trough of another wave, so here what happens? So amplitude decreases, it means intensity decreases. So this reason energy of waves decreases. So this reason it is a phenomenon of redistribution of energy when two or more waves are in superimposed. Okay, so here we consider that a theory of interference. It means suppose two waves are in superimposed. For example, here we consider that so mean position. Okay, so here we consider that waves. Okay, so this waves we consider that y1 and the second wave. So this one is y2. And two waves are in superimposed, then we get a resultant waves. So this resultant wave we consider that y is a resultant wave, and the amplitude of first wave is a and amplitude of second wave is b, and resultant amplitude we consider that r. So this reason, so r is equal to, so amplitude of first wave plus amplitude of a second wave. So this one is a resultant of waves. It means this r we consider that amplitude of resultant wave, and a we consider that amplitude of first wave and amplitude of a second wave. Okay, so this reason here we consider that so two waves are in superimposed. So y1 and y2 are in superimposed, then we get a resultant wave y. So this reason here y is equal to resultant wave y is equal to y1 plus y2. Y is equal to y1 plus y2. Okay, so here you already know that in first year wave equation. So first we want a first wave equation. So y is equal to, it means y1 is equal to a sine omega t. So a sine omega t. A is the amplitude of first wave and omega means angular frequency, t means a time interval. And the second wave y2 is equal to b sine omega t plus pi. Okay, so pi means a phase difference, b is the amplitude of second wave, omega angular frequency, time plus so this one is a phase difference. Okay, so this reason our resultant wave y is equal to y1 plus y2. So this reason y is equal to, so y1 value a sine omega t plus, so y2 value b sine omega t plus pi. Okay, so y is equal to, so a sine omega t has it is plus, so b has it is, so here sine a plus b formula. So this one we consider that sine a plus b, sine a plus b is equal to sine a cos b plus cos a sin b. You already know that trigonometric formula. Okay, so b has it is. So this reason here we consider that sin a. A means omega t. So this one is a, and this one we consider that b, sin a plus b format. Okay, so sin a into cos b. Cos b means cos pi plus cos a. Cos a means omega t into sin b. B means pi s. Okay, so here y is equal to a sin omega t plus b into sin omega t into cos pi plus b into cos omega t into sine pi. Yes, okay. So here take a sine omega t common. Sine omega t. Okay, so sine omega t take common. Sine omega t into bracket a plus b into cos pi plus, so remaining b cos omega t into sine pi. Yes, okay. So next one, here sine omega t a plus b cos pi plus b cos omega t into sine pi. So this reason here we consider that here, one second, b sine pi into cos omega t. So both are same. So b sine pi cos omega t. Okay, so here we consider that equation a plus b cos pi is equal to r cos theta. Yes, a plus b cos pi is equal to r cos theta, and b sin pi is equal to r sin theta. Okay, so this one equation 1, and this equation we consider that 2. Okay, so put 1 and 2 in equation star. So this equation we consider that star. So this reason the y is equal to sine omega t as it is, sine omega t as it is. Okay, a plus b cos pi means or cos theta plus, and here b, where it is b sin pi value we consider that r sin theta. So this reason here cos omega t into b sin pi. So b sin pi means r sin theta. Okay, so this reason here we consider that take r common, y is equal to, I will write here, y is equal to r common, r into sin omega t cos theta sin omega t into cos theta plus cos omega t into sin theta. Okay, so here sin a plus b means sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. Sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. So this reason y is equal to r as it is. So here sin a plus b. Yes, y is equal to r sin omega t plus theta. Okay, so y we consider that resultant wave, r we consider that resultant displacement, and omega angular frequency plus theta. Okay, so here r we consider that resultant amplitude, r is equal to resultant amplitude, r is amplitude, and here we consider that equation 1 and 2. Okay, if you consider that equation 1 and 2, then we will find out this resultant amplitude value, it means r value. So this reason here squaring and adding equation 1 and 2. Okay, r is a resultant amplitude, we have to find out a resultant amplitude value. It means expression of this resultant amplitude. So this reason we consider that equation 1 and 2. So because here r is there, so this reason squaring and adding adding equation 1 and 2. Squaring and adding equation 1 and 2. Okay, so equation 1, a plus b cos pi is equal to r cos theta, and b equation, and it means second equation, b sin pi is equal to r sin theta. So this reason, so first equation here, squaring and adding equation 1 and 2. So this reason here, the first one, r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta is equal to a plus b cos pi, a plus b cos pi whole square. Why? Because squaring and adding equation 1 and 2. Okay, a plus b cos pi whole square plus b square sin pi square, sin square pi, it means b square sin square pi. So this reason, take r common here, so r square common into bracket cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to, so here a plus b whole square format, a plus b whole square, it means a square plus b square, it means a b square cos pi plus 2ab, it means a b cos pi plus b square sin square pi as it is. Okay, so here sin square theta plus cos square theta, its value 1, is sin square, I will write here, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So this reason, cos square theta plus sin square theta, it means its value 1, 1 into r square, it means r square. Okay, so here first we consider that a square as it is and take b square common. So this b square common, it means a square plus common b square into bracket. So here b square cos square pi, b square cos square pi. Why? Because a square plus b square. So this reason here cos square pi and here b square already is there plus sin square pi plus remaining 2ab cos pi. So this reason here r square is equal to a square plus b square. Okay, cos square pi plus sin square pi, it means sin square theta plus cos square theta value 1, it means so this value also we consider that 1. Okay, 1 plus 2ab cos pi. So this reason, so r square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab cos pi. Yes, r square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab cos pi. So this one r we consider that a resultant amplitude. So this reason, so r is equal to whole root of, why? Because square is there, so here we consider that a root. Okay, a square plus b square plus 2ab cos pi, a square plus b square plus 2ab cos pi. Okay, so here r we consider that a resultant amplitude is resultant So R we consider that a resultant amplitude, and another one is A and B are amplitude of first wave and a second wave. Yes, so pi we consider that phase difference. Okay, so this one is R value. So R is equal to whole root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos pi. So R is a resultant amplitude. The resultant amplitude we consider that R is equal to whole root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos pi. Yes, so resultant amplitude R is equal to whole root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos pi. It means, suppose here we consider that so this one is one wave, and it's we consider that y, and the second wave y2, and it means so first wave is y1 and second wave y2, and here we get a resultant wave. So this resultant wave we consider that y. Okay, so first wave amplitude is A and the second wave amplitude B, and resultant wave amplitude we consider that R. So this resultant wave amplitude R is equal to whole root of A square plus A square means amplitude of first wave plus B square amplitude of second wave plus 2AB cos pi. So pi we consider that a phase difference. So this one is a phase difference. Okay, and here another one thing, if you remember that intensity is always directly proportional to square root of amplitude. Intensity directly proportional to square root of amplitude. So this reason here the first wave intensity IA is a first wave intensity is directly proportional to the A square. So this reason here intensity of first wave is equal to, so here directly proportional is there, so this reason one proportional constant k into A square, and second wave intensity, so IB directly proportional to B square. It means, so this one is IB is equal to k into B square, and here resultant amplitude we consider that I is directly proportional to R square. It means I is equal to k into R. So this one is a resultant wave intensity. So this reason, so put this IA, IB in equation star. Then what happens? So resultant amplitude I is equal to IA plus IB plus 2 root IA, IB into cos pi. So this one is a resultant wave intensity. Resultant wave intensity. When a crust fall on the crust of a wave, so resultant amplitude increases. It means intensity is also increases. Why? Because intensity is directly proportional to square root of amplitude. When a crust fall on the trough of another wave, then what happen? Resultant amplitude decreases. When resultant amplitude decreases, it means intensity is also decreases. Yes? Okay. Next concept, condition for constructive interference and destructive interference. We'll take this condition for constructive and destructive interference in the next class.